Just a Podcast. Guys, we have another guest episode today. We've got lovely Zara.
Hello, Zara.
So
How you
this
doing?
is Louis' girlfriend.
Yeah.
We did an episode with Louis that would have come out like a couple of weeks ago, and now we have his girlfriend.
Welcome to the pod. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Good, thanks.
I'm a little bit hot and sweaty from this light, but you're cold, so you want to.
No, I'm getting a bit warmer now because we're talking, and like Kobe's kind of warm. Kobe's also decided.
Oh
to
yeah,
join
second
us.
guest actually. We got little Cope stuff.
He's
here.
chilling with us.
Hmm.
But yeah, you're doing well. So welcome to the pod. We're excited to have you on. We've got some fun things to speak about with Zara. I
feel like obviously like before Zara came on, we like kind of were like, okay, Bella said to her, tell us a little bit like about your life and whatnot. But I actually have like purposely have not looked at the notes. So I'm actually really excited to hear because I know like you've got like the clothing brand and you've like lived in a few places. So I'm actually really excited to like hear and find out more about you.
Yeah, I feel like I
Stalker
knew a
vibes.
few things, and then I was like, I'm just gonna double check if there's anything else like that you could like say. So you sent me like a little paragraph, and I was like, whoa! I actually was downstairs with my mum and sister. I was like, guys, what the fuck did you know?
And girls got some shit going on.
And they were like, yeah, what the hell? So we got some fun things to talk about with Zara, but first of all, we also always do a little segment on the podcast at the beginning where we say whether you're feeling sugary or spicy.
All right.
So with sugary, it's like you're feeling like sweet,
maybe a bit calmer.
calm, like
Is it in general or just today?
like
Just
right
today.
now, like in general. I
Just in
think I'm more of a spicy person.
I feel like in general I am a spicy person.
Okay.
But right now I think it's sweet.
Oh, you're
Okay.
feeling sugary,
That's
sugary. You're feeling more
Sugary,
sugary.
yeah.
Okay. All right. I think I'm feeling spicy still. I feel like I think I feel spicy.
I feel spicy because I'm quite hot. I feel like
Yeah.
a bit like
You can crack the window.
No,
Do you wanna
it's
crack
fine.
the
We'll
window?
leave the window shut. I'm sure I'll relax.
Okay, so we're feeling spicy and you're more sugary.
Yeah.
Nice to know that you feel calm on the pod.
Yeah, always.
Okay, we should get into this podcast. I don't know if you guys can already tell, but Zara has a little bit of an accent. So what would you say your accent is? Because actually I did say, I know obviously it is more like Australian, but when I said it to someone, I said something about you living in America. They're like, that makes sense because I feel like your accent, they thought, I
Who
can't
was
actually...
that?
Don't know.
I'm
Was
gonna
it
find
you?
them.
I
was
don't know.
it?
Maybe one of the girls.
Maybe it was one of my sisters. I don't know.
Oh.
But they were like, oh, I can see the twang. Don't know if
There you go. No,
it
it's full on down under.
That is so
That
fun.
is cool.
Whereabouts are you from in Australia?
From Sydney, Northern Beaches.
Oh
Best
my
place
God.
to be.
Wow.
That is really cool.
I always get so jealous when people say they're from Australia just because it's
Yeah.
like literally like polar opposite to
Yeah.
the UK. How the fuck are you surviving?
It's actually
here?
pretty similar to, I mean, obviously not weather-wise, but like...
Yeah.
And like beach wise.
Yeah.
But like, I feel like the people and everyone are very similar.
Oh,
I
really?
do. I actually see that. I feel like
Really?
people from the UK and people from Australia are more similar than like
American.
Americans. Like
And
I
you
do
drink
get that.
the same amount. You
Yeah.
have the same like banter and stuff.
I see that.
So you were born in Australia.
Yeah.
And so how long were you in Australia for?
I was there till the end of primary school, so I was 12.
Oh, no way. That's cool.
Yeah, and then I moved to LA for 5 years for middle school, high school.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
And then moved back to finish my high school.
How come
In Australia, you moved
Yeah,
back to
yeah.
Australia. So you starting in Australia, like, what was it like growing up in Australia? That's crazy.
It's very chill. I don't know if it is
Yeah.
the same here,
Oh,
but
I get that vibe.
in
No, I
Australia, it's
do.
just like in high school and everything, it's just like, do whatever you want, really.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, I love that.
It's like very chill. Like I went to a sports school for skateboarding.
Wait, sorry, you went to
she skateboards.
So I know that you skateboard and I know that you've done some cool things, but you went to a school for skateboarding.
Well, it's a sports school, so you get like in if you're out of the area for a sport, and they had skateboarding, so I got in for skateboarding.
That's so fucking
That's
cool.
cool. So everyone's just sporty at this school.
Or the ones that are in the area, not.
Right.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, that's
That
so
is crazy.
is that like okay, so like your timetable, for example,
Yeah.
is it like based around sport or is it like kind of normal?
So we had like my first class would be like skateboarding,
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
and then
what? That's so cool.
that was instead of whatever other class you might have.
Okay. And when
And
did you
then-
start skateboarding?
I did it since I was like 5.
Oh wow.
So what made you get into that? Did someone
I feel like everyone in Australia just like
skateboards?
skateboards,
Or, like,
like rides
surfs.
scooters, like surfs, like does all that stuff, like
Yeah.
barefoot.
Do like any of your family members skateboard?
My brother did.
Is he older than you?
Yep, 5.
So that's what kind of maybe got you a bit more into, because it's quite crazy for a 5-year-old to be like, give me a skateboard.
Yeah, it is. I guess.
Maybe it was him.
I don't know.
When you think about it like that,
evidence,
yeah.
that's all I have.
Photo evidence. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
That's so crazy. Like, I wonder if you like hurt yourself quite a few times, because it's quite a tough thing, skateboarding, for a 5-year-old just to, like,
I think
hop
my
on a
nephew like
skateboard.
dislocated his shoulder once skateboarding.
Surprisingly enough, I haven't broken anything. Jinx.
Wow.
Touch
Yeah,
wood.
Touch wood.
Yeah.
Literally.
Oh, wow.
But yeah.
So yeah,
That's
your
crazy.
school. So you would do skateboarding, and then you just like learn normal stuff as well.
So yeah, you do skateboarding your academy class or whatever sport you chose,
Mhm.
and then you would have your regular classes. And in Australia, like year 10, 11, and 12, you can drop classes and like finish earlier and do the classes you want to do.
What? It's super chill there.
You only have to do English.
Oh,
my
wow.
God.
Not maths.
No. So that was what I dropped that.
That's quite crazy. Yeah, no, because in England you have to do English and maths, right?
Yeah,
That's like,
and a humanity.
no, but like as in like for like most jobs you have to have
Oh,
at least
right,
a
you have
C in
to-
English
yeah,
and a
yeah,
C
yeah.
in maths. Like that's like their
Uh-huh.
main things. I think you have to redo them if you fail.
If you fail, yeah,
You
yeah.
have
yeah.
to, like,
you can just
guys
drop
have
them.
a year 13, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
12 and 13 is
It's
college.
like college, sixth
Yeah, we
form,
don't
5.
have that.
Mm-hmm.
But you have like college or sixth form, no?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we have, like university. No.
I think university is the same as ours.
No. Yeah, university's like university here, right? Where you do
Yeah.
like then you can do like a master's as
Yeah,
well.
yeah,
Speciality, like.
So
type
maybe
thing.
you just have like longer school time, or when do you finish school? How old are you?
You're 18.
Right, yeah. So it is
Okay, yeah, it's like kind of similar.
yeah, college
setup.
vibes is 16 to 18,
Okay.
Oh, right. Okay.
and then it's like university. You can either go to university or you don't have
Okay.
to.
So why do you have 13 years
Good
'Cause-
question.
Well, you start year 1, so it's like reception.
Oh, you don't have kindergarten.
We have nursery and reception,
Right.
and then reception you're like 4 to 5, and then you go into year 1 5 to 6,
Oh, okay.
and then so that's why 13, because I don't know. Yeah, 18. Yeah,
Just works out like
it
that.
works out. I think.
So you like grew up doing skateboarding
Yeah.
and stuff. Were you training like with your skateboarding outside of like those school hours?
Yeah,
as well.
I was just doing it for fun, really. I mean, at
Yeah.
the point of the point I was doing it at high school in Australia, it was like more competitions.
Mhm.
But when I was younger, when I was like 10 and stuff, it was just for fun.
Would you say you were like exceptionally talented, or was
Yeah.
everyone sort of like
You
at
would.
the same sort of level?
No.
No.
No, but don't be
You
humble.
would.
no, I'm being serious. Like everyone that got in for sport was like good at the sport.
Oh yeah, I guess actually yeah.
Yeah,
It's
but
like
as
a-
in like you were good, Louis.
Can I say anything from behind the
Yeah,
camera?
you
Yeah,
can,
yeah.
Louis.
Yeah, she like got asked to join the Olympic committee.
Yeah,
for
I was gonna
skating.
say like
For, like she had the option to try to do the Olympic pathway, and she decided
Not
she
to.
didn't. She wanted to quit skating at 18.
yeah.
Oh wow. So
When faced with a life decision,
Yeah.
she was like, "Nah."
Yeah. I was
I'm
gonna
out,
say-
bro.
I was gonna say I knew that like because I was gonna get up to like the Olympic thing and like
Mm.
and I think Daisy said that you were like I swear she said like you were one of like the best skaters or something.
I
in the-
was, but I mean, honestly,
That's what I'm saying. You can't say that you weren't good when you were like.
Okay, yeah, but like Australia, I feel like there's not that many people. But I was 7th best female in Australia for
what I'm
a
saying.
short amount of time till I stopped.
Wait.
Crazy.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's crazy.
How old were you? Sorry.
This was when I was in high school, so like 17, 18.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is-
You were good at skating, basically. Like you weren't like okay,
I wasn't like shit, but like I could skateboard, but I wasn't pro.
but you could have made pro maybe.
If I tried.
Yeah.
I mean, if I tried harder.
didn't really want to do that. But we should come back to like the
Yeah. I
Olympic
think
stuff.
let's rewind.
Rewind.
So you obviously grew up in Australia. So then when you moved to LA, how old were you when you moved to LA?
I was 12.
Okay.
Yeah.
How come you moved?
We moved because my dad got a promotion.
Oh wow,
Oh.
Jesus, that's far, isn't it?
Yeah.
Was that tough?
No, I loved it. I was so excited. I was in primary school like, I'm leaving. I'm going to
Peace
LA.
out, see you later.
I was
Oh,
like,
God.
Were you not scared to like?
No, I love traveling, so I don't
Oh
get scared.
wow!
Mm.
And were you not scared to like leave your friends and have to make all new friends in LA?
No.
I feel like 12 years old is like just before
That's
like
quite impressive.
the fear of things kicks in
Maybe,
as well. I mean,
yeah.
you seem pretty like fearless as a person anyway.
Yeah.
But I feel like, yeah, I can imagine like when you're young, saying like being told that you're moving to LA, like you would either actually be like really scared or you'd be like, this is so fucking cool.
Yeah,
I mean,
that
it's
was
quite
like-
cool to move to LA. Like that's
yeah,
quite
it's like
cool,
a good place.
actually.
It's not like you're moving to like some random like washed away state.
Yeah,
in
like
America.
some place for it.
It's like a
So
cool
what was
place.
it like when you got to LA? What was that like?
When
Moving to
I
LA.
remember like getting there for the first time, coming outside the airport, and I was like, oh my god, this just looks like Sydney.
It's literally saying, what the hell?
Nice. But no,
hilarious.
like middle school, I had to repeat because
Oh.
schooling difference.
Oh.
Like you have to start in July in America or something, and in Australia it's January.
Oh, and here it's September.
Oh.
That's so weird.
Yeah, that is really
Do you
weird.
think it's because of seasons, like due to
Maybe.
like summer periods or whatever?
Whatever
Like,
it
that's
is.
so weird.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you had to repeat school?
Yeah.
That doesn't sound
year
fun.
6 I had to repeat, unfortunately.
Oh, that's your favourite year.
Yeah,
Not
I
mine.
loved year 6. Yeah, not yours. You had to relive it twice.
Yeah, no, and it's so much harder in America. Like
Yeah.
the schooling system, they were learning shit that I was like, what?
Really?
Yeah, the whole curriculum would be like
Oh, and
so
also,
different.
sorry, you went from. Sorry, did you do the skateboarding school before that, or was that after America?
No, that was after.
Okay, I was gonna say that must have been a tough change going from like skateboarding to like maths and English.
Yeah,
No.
not fun.
So the school system in America, it was different.
Yeah.
They also have weirder things. Like I don't know what it's like in Australia. Sorry, but like here, you kind of like do your year and then you might like have like exams at the end or whatever. But in America, it's very like you kind of get judged throughout the year, no?
Yeah, we have that too.
Oh, you have that as well. You
Yeah.
get judged throughout the year.
Yeah, like with your assignments and stuff.
Oh, we don't. Really,
we didn't
didn't do
really
that.
do like assignments
Oh,
and
nice.
yeah. But
in
we had like
England,
big
you kind of like
exams.
learn throughout the year and then you show what you've learned at the end,
Right.
and that is
Yeah, no, we didn't have that.
okay. So that's kind of good then in that sense. It was similar
Yeah.
in that way.
Yeah.
And did you when you moved over to LA, did you like find it easy to like make new friends and stuff?
Yeah.
In middle school, I found it super easy because
Yeah.
I was. We moved firstly to the valley, and
Uh-huh.
there was a lot of Hispanic people, and I was blonde. I'm naturally blonde,
Mm-hmm.
and they love blonde people.
It's like it's same like thing with Louis. It like almost works when you're
Yeah.
like the odd one out when you go
Yeah.
somewhere new because
Yeah.
people are just intrigued, more
Yeah.
inclined to ask you questions and
Yeah,
Yeah.
strike up convo.
yeah, they loved the accent. You know, they loved all that. Same with Louis.
Yeah.
But then when I moved to Santa Monica, it was like so much harder because everyone was blonde there. It's beachy. It's
Yeah.
like, different. It was harder because it was high school, and it was I don't know. It was harder in high school, but it was easy in middle school.
Yeah, I can see that.
Oh.
Did you like continue, I presume, like with your skateboard training and stuff when you moved over to LA?
It only started in LA.
Oh, okay.
Started in
Yeah,
LA.
so I mean, I was skateboarding like
little
normally,
bit.
like just casually,
When you were
Uh-huh.
and then
younger.
when I got to LA, it got serious.
Okay,
Oh,
got
yeah.
you. Okay. And did you like take any steps to like consciously, like you were like, okay, I'm really gonna go for this now, or did it just kind of happen naturally because of like the area you were in or the people you were around?
I feel like I'm in an interview right
Good
now. No,
question.
when we moved to Santa Monica, I got spotted by a lot of agencies and stuff like that for skateboarding.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it was pretty sick. Like I would skate at like Venice and stuff like that.
That's
And
crazy.
everyone would like come up and be like, "Oh, like, can you do a shoot for us?" Blah blah blah. And then I got founded by this female skateboarder. She was one of the first pro female skateboarders.
Oh my
And-
god.
What's her name?
Cindy.
Oh.
Cindy Whitehead.
Oh wow! No, I feel like I've heard of her.
Cindy, what? Sorry.
I know. I used her name.
Oh, I
I used
was
her
gonna
name
say.
for that game we played at Christmas.
Oh.
She played it in Empire.
Yeah, Empire. That's it.
What is that? Just a made up name?
No, that's her name.
No, that's her name.
Oh,
But that's probably why you've heard.
Oh,
of it, because I used
maybe.
it.
I was gonna say, wait, what?
Wait, I know her. I feel like I've met her somewhere.
She
Such good memory.
she has like this business that's like stylist, but also she promotes all female skateboarders and everything like that.
Oh,
that's
that's
cool.
cool.
And she helped me get into commercials, like TV stuff, and and all of that for skateboarding.
Wow, so it
so
kind of
cool.
turned into like a job, and you started making money off it.
I couldn't make money because I was not a citizen or anything. I only had like a visa because of my dad.
Oh,
So I
that's
did it all for
annoying.
free.
No way.
Oh my
Yeah.
god! I'd be like,
What a silly rule. That
Literally,
is
I
so
would have made
annoying.
bank, but I didn't.
That's
that would have been a
crazy.
lot if you were doing
I know.
commercials and stuff. Like
Yeah.
you get.
That's
you get
actually crazy. I can't believe that they
Yeah.
can't you get like a work visa.
I got free stuff though, but I mean, yeah, that was it.
No way. So you did like commercials and like modeling within that. So how was that? What was that like in LA as well? That's quite crazy.
It was at first because I'm very like shy person sometimes. I mean, I was a lot worse when I was younger. And when I first started getting into commercials and TV and stuff like that, it was like I would shake on set and I'd be like, I'm like, stop moving!
Stop it.
But no, it was fine. Like if I had my skateboard, they'd just be like, oh, like drop in, like do a trick or whatever.
Yeah.
And then they'll just like video it while I'm wearing the outfits.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I guess if you're
That's
doing
so
something
cool.
that you are like confident in, it kind of takes your mind off the fact
Exactly.
that there's like cameras and people watching you and
And
stuff.
did you get to keep the stuff then?
Yeah.
Is that like the payment
That
they got
was
to
the
do?
payment. I mean, I prefer money, but
Yeah,
get what you get.
Yeah.
Sorry, how old
Vegas,
were
give
you
us
again?
yours.
What was your age at this point?
This was around 14 to 16.
Oh, it's quite crazy.
Oh my god, fun. Do you have any like standout jobs that you did that were like, oh, that was really sick? Or
Yeah.
like,
I
Any
did
cool
one for
brands?
Under Armour.
Oh,
Oh,
And
wow.
that was a big one, and I really enjoyed that. And that was with a good team. It got on like big platforms and stuff like that.
Like,
wow.
Like the Under Armour website. Yeah, it was on TV.
wow. Did
It
you
was
ever
on
see
TV,
yourself on
that's
like
so
TV? And was like,
I have.
that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Oh
That's
my
so
gosh,
cool.
that is
What's
really
the other
cool.
one?
And also, there's one with like Spotify now.
Yeah, that was in Australia.
Oh, that okay. We'll get to
Yeah,
that one then. Okay, let's go back. So you did loads of commercials. So one of them was Under Armour. Was there any other cool
Yeah.
ones?
There was Girls Not a Four Letter Word, which
Mhm.
is the brand that got me bigger in commercials and TV, the Cindy Whitehead.
Oh well.
I got on her websites and she would push me to other brands and stuff like that. It would be like a photo shoot for her company, but she would push it to other companies.
Oh, wow.
And she would get me. She was also like a manager.
I was gonna say,
That's
were you
crazy.
like quite close with her, like on a
Yeah.
like kind of like mentor
Yeah.
type?
And also, you were
thing?
quite young, so did she kind of like look after you?
Yeah. She did.
That's really
Oh my
cute.
God.
Are you still friends with her now?
I am.
That's
Yeah.
actually
She's trying to get me a
adorable.
visa to LA, so.
Oh,
wow.
that's so cute.
Love
We'll get
that.
into that
How old
later.
is she out of interest? Just sound like no idea.
Oh, she doesn't want to offend her.
Maybe like 16.
That's so
Okay.
cute. That is
Cute.
adorable.
Yeah.
That must
I
have
love
been a
that.
crazy experience for like a young person doing all these shoots and being around like old, like obviously everyone that works on set is like
Yeah,
way older
older.
and stuff. So like meeting these people, was it always like good experiences?
It was nerve-wracking, like I said, but I
Mm.
mean, it was fine. Because a lot of the time I would meet them before the set, chat with them, and it was like, we were friends already.
Yeah, like you felt like
Was
more
there any other
comfortable.
kids on like set?
Yeah, a lot of the time. If
Oh,
not, it's
that's
for
good.
skateboarding. I mean, there was one set that it was for Venice Health, and that was like a family thing. It was in the backyard of someone's house, and I just was like, what's happening?
What is going on there? Did you do any like modelling not with skateboarding? Like just like pure modelling?
No, not really. I mean, I did modelling, but it would be like a skateboard would be
Mhm.
the majority of the
Okay,
time.
got you. Any other like experiences in LA?
Yeah, like did you ever meet anyone famous in LA? Like any like famous famous people's kids? Were they ever in like your school or like anything like that? Like that's
No, I mean, Will Ferrell's son went to a school next to mine. I'm not actually.
That is so cool.
That is quite cool
Um,
though. Quite random.
I
as
walked
well.
past the Kardashians, walked past Jake Paul, and
You-
stuff like that. But
Shut.
I actually think if I walked past the Kardashians,
I
I
would,
would
die.
like lose it a little bit.
Same.
oh no.
And she's
I
like,
mean, I was
no.
like a 14-year-old child, and I was just like, oh.
So who did you walk past out of the Kardashians? She doesn't
I
even
don't
know.
really- I don't know them.
God damn it.
So wait, Zara, do you know that Bella is like, well,
Yeah,
used to be
I have heard, I
really
have
obsessed
heard,
with the
yeah.
Kardashians?
I used to be as well. Like before everyone was on the hype of the Kardashians, I was obsessed
That was your
with them
jam.
before, even they were like massive, and then
Oh,
they
really?
actually blew up. Yeah,
Oh.
I like
I
watched their
think it was
TV
the
show when
one
it first
with
came
the
out.
Child North thing.
Oh, Kim,
Yeah.
the main one of the main ones. Well, they're all pretty main nowadays,
Yeah.
but Kim was like the famous one first, I'd say.
Yeah, she was like the main
Yeah.
And then she
Whereas now
that
they've
is
just done
really actually quite cool.
that.
It's so funny. That's another reason I'd actually love to go to LA. Is just like to like imagine just walking around and just like walking past famous people. You'd never get that in Brighton, like down here.
Yeah, LA's good for that. Like, it's good exposure.
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
Sure.
Like, it seems like you can just bump into famous people all the time in LA.
My kind of place.
Yeah, needed.
Okay.
Okay, so then you, after LA, so you were in LA for 5 years.
Yeah.
And then you moved back to Australia. Why?
My dad decided to quit the job.
Oh,
wow.
And then he chose another job that was in Australia.
So anyway, you moved back to Australia. Kobe, you need to just sit down now.
Were you like when you moved back? Were you like kind of excited to move back, or were you kind of like, oh, it's kind of annoying? Some sort of building like my own thing in LA.
I had like my best friend in LA.
Oh,
I
shit.
would skate with him every single day. He's my neighbour as well.
Oh,
Still friends with him.
Oh,
that's cute.
But yeah, I was sad to leave him. But he was like my only like really really close friend.
yeah.
And you still talk to him now quite a lot. So when you move, by the way, guys, Zara is moving to LA literally in a few weeks. So when you move, are you like gonna see him quite a lot?
He's in college in Wisconsin.
Oh, doesn't even live in LA.
He doesn't anymore. No.
God damn
I mean,
it.
his family does, so I'll see his family.
He'll probably like
he does.
come visit as well.
Yeah, I mean, he'll come back to see his family.
Yeah,
And obviously me.
Obviously,
Sarah. So yeah, okay. So you were like kind of a bit like, oh, I'm a bit annoying moving back.
Yeah,
So
but I also was happy. That was the only sad bit. About leaving was sad, like leaving his family and him. But I was excited to go back because I was like, the beach, my old friends and everything. And then when I got there, it was like not what I expected because everyone had been living a life.
That's kind of like crazy to think about.
Yeah, 5 years is like quite a lot.
So they all were in high school, like already had new friends and everything. So I kind of just made new friends.
Oh.
So it made no difference.
Kind of left them in the past.
Yeah.
So do you feel like you prefer like Australian sort of lifestyle and culture over LA?
Yeah, chill.
A bit more chill. Because isn't it in Australia that like people just like go into the shops like barefoot?
Yeah.
Isn't that
So
crazy?
fun.
That actually like kind of blows my mind just a little bit. Like when I was told that, I was like,
It makes sense though because when you're going to the beach,
You
you're
just have
not wearing
sand.
shoes, so you just keep walking into the shop.
Yeah, I do get it. I get it. It sounds crazy and like I just like it's quite like just when you think about it here, like imagine going like clothes shopping or like into the supermarket barefoot.
Yeah, but it's like negative 100 degrees. So you're like frostbite.
You would actually freeze for real.
But still, like even like in Spain, for example, if like I'm on a summer holiday and I'm in the beach or on the beach or whatever, I just get my sliders and like. So it's quite crazy that they're just like, let's walk barefoot. Like that just shows how chilled it really is.
Yeah, it really is chill.
I mean, you wouldn't do that in the cities. It's more like
because you're on the coast.
Right.
And, when you got back to like when you went back to Australia, did you continue like to do like the modelling and stuff?
And the skating.
Yeah, so when I first got back there, I was trying to get into it, but then also trying to grow myself in skateboarding and like doing competitions. And then so when I went to the sports school, I was doing competitions. I had a coach. I did that every single week, every day pretty much.
How many hours a day were you training?
Maybe like not that many, like 10 hours a week.
Oh, I thought you said meant a day then.
No,
You're like,
no,
not that many, just like 10 hours a day. I was like,
No.
10 a week. Okay. Wow.
That is quite. So with the competitions, were they like on the weekends, like the week?
Yeah, there were weekends, sometimes week if like.
So what were the competitions like?
Stressful.
Stressful, really.
Especially for someone that like gets nervous. Like when I'm skateboarding, and then there's someone on a giant mic like, Zara Percy, she's coming up. What is she gonna do? And I'm like hearing, I'm like,
Shut up.
What am I gonna do?
I have no fucking idea.
And I'm like, my legs are like shaking. I'm like, you can't shake. You need to like do this trick.
Yeah.
Like, you need to be stable.
That's
my god. Do you feel like your nerves have got better through doing the competitions? Yeah. Okay. And you felt like you found like coping mechanisms and like ways to help
for
the
like
nerves.
modelling more like commercials and stuff like that. I have because I just loosen up and just become friends with the people I'm actually doing the shoot with, like the producer and everyone. And then it's just easy just having a normal conversation. But competitions, I don't think I ever really got out of that, to be honest. I probably can now, but I haven't done one at all. So.
I feel like we always say if you're like nervous for stuff, it just means that you care.
Yeah,
like, we do always kind of say that about like loads of things, and like obviously you're with the competitions, you're gonna care that you're like you want to do well and stuff. So like mostly, whether you're like a pro or not, you're probably still gonna be like really nervous. And stuff.
I do. Yeah, it's definitely a hard thing because like even like with my dance and like performing and stuff, no matter how many times I've like got on a stage and performed, every time before I go on, I am always like, oh shit, this is really scary. Like, just because like a lot can go wrong, and like with skateboarding, that's like dangerous. Like, there's like a lot not to like stress out more. But
like, did you ever like fall over and stuff?
Yeah, that's the hard bit. Like, you'd fall over and then everyone's just staring at you like,
ooh.
Yeah.
Did you get like, ooh?
Like,
is it similar to like rollerblading?
Like the balance and stuff?
Like the way you do it, like the ramps and stuff.
Yeah, you can do the.
And like the competitions kind of set up like in a similar sort of like structure, or not really?
I haven't really seen those competitions, but I assume so. Like BMXing, roller skating, scootering, skateboarding is probably also.
Oh yeah, okay.
It's kind of scary, isn't it? Just like being on a board with wheels, and then you have to like go down like ramps. Like,
yeah, balances definitely. You need that.
That's crazy.
Gosh.
Like, I think even like a small little ramp. I don't even think I can stand on a skateboard, to be honest.
Practice makes perfect.
Yeah, true. That is true.
Yeah, that's true.
So did you say that you do like the modelling and the commercials in Australia as well, or did you?
Yeah, so I got a manager over there when I moved back.
Oh, that's clever.
And then started doing that with her.
And how did that go?
She wasn't amazing, to be honest. I mean, no one leveled
Not like
up.
Cindy.
Not like Cindy.
Yeah.
Cindy.
the gal.
But a lot of the stuff I actually got myself.
Oh wow.
Oh, work.
Is that from competitions? Would you say? Like, do you think doing the competitions, people like saw you and was like, oh?
No, that was more for you should do this competition. Oh, you should do this. It wasn't really more for like modeling because they were like two separate things. But for the modeling and stuff, I got a majority. Actually, one of them I did it Anytime Fitness commercial. That's a gym,
right? I feel like I've heard of that gym.
It's in the UK as well.
Okay.
And I was literally just nannying one of the producers' child.
Yeah, I was
the child.
The child. And she was just like, I know you skateboard and you do commercials. Like, we're looking for someone to skateboard, a female skateboarder, to do an Anytime Fitness commercial.
Oh,
wow.
Like, yeah.
I'll take it.
Yeah. And obviously I could get paid in Australia, so that
I was going to say, could you get paid now that you're
solid.
back in...
About damn time!
Make up for lost time.
That's cool. So did you like kind of think, I don't even need this manager, I'm just kind of can do it myself?
Yeah, but I just kept her just in case.
Just in case,
Yeah.
but she could bring something
Yeah,
to the table. But did she ever?
She brought one thing, I think. Oh, two things, I think.
Okay, and how were they? What were they? They were good.
One of them was Coco Bella, which is like a coconut water yogurt and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I've heard of that as well.
I think that's here. Maybe that's here. I don't know.
Yeah,
I think so. And that was a really cool commercial. Actually, I worked with some nice people. It was like a proper set, like a proper set. Like it
so
felt
fun.
like TV. Like I would have people holding umbrellas and stuff.
Mm.
It's usually like that, but it's not that professional.
yeah.
But it was really nice, and the producers were great. I did that for 2 days.
Oh wow!
But yeah.
And you got paid for that one as well. So with commercials, you get paid like quite well, don't you?
Yeah, so like I did the Anytime commercial was for like I only was needed for about 2 hours and I got paid 3,000.
Wow.
Not
is
bloody bad.
Good. There is so much money in like modelling and TV and commercials.
Yeah.
My niece and nephew actually, my niece is like how old is her? It's like 9 years old or something, and my nephew is 5, and they do modelling. And like when I hear about like how much they will get paid just for like one day shoot or something, I'm just like, wow.
As a kid as well,
You're literally richer than I am.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
Yeah, when I watch some of the kids, I'm like, wow, you're gonna have a good savers when you
But then there's that thing as well where it's like, is putting kids into like modelling in that industry when they're really young, like, is it really bad?
Yeah, I was. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, that's why I kind of like was asking earlier, like, did you have any like kind of bad experiences with it? I mean, like, I think nowadays there is like so many more like regulations and rules that have to like be put in place for this sort of thing, but I think it can still be like quite detrimental to some kids if they're not like cut out for it.
Yeah, I feel like the kids that get put into it is like, is it your choice or is it the parents' choice?
Yeah, exactly.
But I was 14 when I got into it, so I was more like,
you were aware of what you were doing. Yeah.
And my parents didn't like force me to do skateboarding at all, and I kind of just, I was very independent, still am. And I just like did my own thing when I was younger, so I just got founded I got found like by myself.
Yeah, that's so
cool.
That is so cool. Well done, you.
Love it.
So with all the comps and stuff, were you like working towards something, like doing all of them? Were you like aiming to try and get somewhere?
I was aiming to be like a professional.
Yeah.
And then just like
Why?
I stopped. I was like, so I started originally because I was like, oh, this is fun. Like I was doing it as a kid, and I was like, this is fun. You know, I'm kind of good at it. No one's really doing it as a female. And then it started to get professional. I did competitions and stuff, and then my coach would be so like pissed off at me all the time, like, you gotta do this, and I was like, I was just like, I'm doing this because I enjoy it, and now it's not like I'm not enjoying it.
It's not enjoyable.
Yeah.
That is so annoying. Like, as a dance teacher and a rhythmic gymnastics coach, like, it actually jars me when like these adults just like ruin things for kids completely. Like, you have to keep it fun to like keep them in it. Like, obviously you have to put in like hours and hours of work, and you have to train really hard, and you have to like all that shit, like the difficult shit you obviously have to do, but it also needs to be like rewarding. So that actually really sucks that like
they ruined it for you. Really.
I know. I have such a bee in my bonnet about like bad coaches. Like, I hate it when like sports coaches are just shit. Like, you have like such a responsibility, like in so many senses. Like, why are you fucking up?
Yeah, the most annoying thing was, no hate,
no hate,
was like he couldn't skate either. And it was just like,
that's even worse.
You can't
actually.
go yelling at me.
Yeah,
you don't know how to skate.
You get on a fucking skateboard and try this.
You show me how to do it.
Yeah. Did you ever snap back?
Sorry.
Did you ever like if he was like?
I'm pretty sassy. So
I
can hold it in, but like someone's telling me to do something, and I'm just like, you can't fucking do it. Like,
word.
No, for real, that's so annoying. So, because do you like? When it comes, did you ever like try to get into the Olympics, or did you ever try and do any of that? Like,
so I did the X Games trials, which is like,
oh wow,
like a skateboarding, scooter, BMX type of it's like Olympics for that. This was before skateboarding got into Olympics, but it's still exists.
The X Games, yeah.
So I did the trials for that, and that's how I got ranked 7th in Australia.
That's crazy.
That was terrible. That competition was literally shocking.
Oh, so you got 7th and you didn't even do well?
No.
Oh, wow. So you literally could have been first.
No, what I'm saying is there's not many females that skateboard, so it's not hard to rank. No offense to everyone.
No offense, guys. Wasn't hard to beat you bitches.
No, but that was like my first like really big competition I wanted to do well in, because I was like, if I do well in this, I'll go to the next games. And I was so nervous, and everyone was watching. Even teachers from my high school came to watch.
Oh wow!
And I was just like, oh my god, and yeah, I just did really bad.
What went wrong?
What did the pressure just get to you a bit?
Yeah. I just like every trick I had, like, you have lines set up, like, okay, I'm gonna hit this and I'm gonna hit this, go around. So you have a timer set, and you have to do everything you can in that time. And pretty much the first thing I hit, I fell, and then I was like, okay, there goes my time on that. And then I like went around. I was pretty much just like screwing everything up.
Man.
And then as soon as you screw one thing, you're like, oh, and then you get all nervous.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god, I have to do this, and then you get more pressure, and then it just gets worse.
Oh my god,
that is
not
terrible.
fun.
That is awful.
And when you know everyone's watching as well.
Literally, and then you hear the person on the mic, and it's just like so much head noise. You're like,
oh my god, I'm surprised that you can
terrible.
like. I would try and get noise cancelling headphones.
Yeah, now I do that.
Oh, that's clever.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
So what happened after that then, after you did the trials?
I was still skating and everything. I stopped when I was 18, because I was just like, I don't know if I can do this. Like, I feel like this is just something that's just building up, and I'm not progressing to the point I want to progress, because I'm getting nervous at bigger tricks. Like, I can't go down these stairs, hit this rail, whatever. And I was just not enjoying it. It was more like a task. Oh, I have to go skateboarding again.
Yeah.
Which is something I didn't want.
Yeah.
So then I was like, maybe I can move this into modelling again, and grow from there. That was actually the reason why I moved to London to do modelling.
So
that didn't go well.
What age did you move to London?
Wait, sorry, can we rewind? Before we get to the London section.
Yeah, go on.
What was the Spotify thing then in Australia?
Someone reached out to me on my like casting profile.
Right.
It was like, we need a skateboarder for a Spotify commercial.
Right.
And I was like, I'll be there.
Oh,
Love
that's
that.
cool.
That's
Spotify's
cool.
big.
So like, what was the? I feel like maybe I know my sister Lily was like, oh, I've seen the commercial that like Zara was in, but like, what was it like? What?
It was just a commercial saying like, you've got a feeling, and it was just like this song Oceanality. I forgot what the song was called, but the band's called Oceanality.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just about the song was called Confidence, and it was about dropping into a bowl, and it played the song. And it was just like Spotify feelings for everything, lyrics for feelings, or whatever, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's so cool.
I want to watch it. Can we watch it?
I want to watch it.
It's all about confidence.
Oh, this song is massive.
It's so high. Look how high.
That's it. $3,000.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy doing all of that kind of stuff?
I do. I love it.
Yeah. So then you moved. Sorry, let's get now back into. You moved to London
Yeah. So
to do
That is another really big fucking
big move,
isn't it?
Yeah. What the
Yeah.
hell? Other side of the world.
yeah,
Why did you-
I am very spontaneous and impulsive person.
Clearly.
Oh, I love
So-
that.
Did you not think I'm gonna miss my family or anything like?
Nope.
No.
Oh
my God,
So
that's-
bad.
Yeah.
No, so I had a choice. I got into a snow camp to like teach snowboarding.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I've been to the snow like 5 times, but I just know how to snowboard because skateboarding.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Similar vibe.
So I applied for that. I got the job as a snowboard instructor. I had the choice of that or
Where was the snowboarding instructor be?
that was 6 hours away from Sydney,
Okay.
so in Australia still. And then I had a choice of going to Canada doing the same thing. And then I had a choice of I got into like the final steps of the Navy.
Oh
so
wow.
I was possibly going to do that.
The
And then-
Navy!
Wow, you applied for a lot. You like
yeah,
had your
I had
options
some
open.
choices.
Yeah,
You know
clearly.
what?
Flipping out, I
That's
just would
crazy.
actually.
Yeah, and then I chose the snowboarding that was in 6 hours away from Sydney, and then the week that I got my dorm numbers and everything to move there, I got my passport for the UK, and I applied for it, and I was like, oh, it's not going to come for months, and it came literally in a month, and I was like, this is crazy. So
How did
then,
you get that then?
my dad was born here.
Okay. Okay.
So then I cancelled the job, and I was like, sorry, I can't take the job.
Oh,
I'm
no.
moving to London. So I
That's
just
crazy.
dropped everything. Was like, I'm moving to London, and then 2 weeks later, I came here.
Oh my god.
2 weeks later, just
Yeah.
to plan a life move across the country.
Yeah.
That is
What did you
crazy.
do when you got here? Like, do you have family here or anything? Were you just
No, I
free-
hadn't even been here before. I was just like, I was just YOLOing
What-
it.
Oh
you
my
are a
God.
YOLOer.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So like when you got here, like
I got here,
What did you do?
and before, like 2 days before, I landed a job in a bar. Luckily, the bar manager was Australian, so that
I
was
love
nice.
that.
I love
What bar was it? Just.
It's called the Beachcomber. It's
Okay.
a tiki bar.
Oh,
in
cute. Oh, that's-
Bayswater.
Oh nice.
Oh.
What did you do for like? Where did you stay? How did you afford?
So
London?
I actually didn't
Like,
have a place to stay until like the day I arrived. I think I found.
Wait, sorry. As in, you didn't have one planned until the day you
Yeah.
arrived.
Yeah, I landed
That's
a place. I YOLO'd that too. I put a deposit into this place, and I was like, it could be a scam. It could not be. Should I risk it? So I chucked in a £900 to this person,
Oh my god.
and it wasn't a scam. So that was good.
Oh my god, thank god.
What
What was that?
like
Where
an
was that?
Airbnb or what was it?
It was no, it was just on spare room.
Oh.
But it was very dodgy the way she was talking to me.
Oh. Okay.
But it was fine.
It was fine when you got
Yeah.
there.
It was a place in Paddington. It was very, very small. It was probably like the size of this couch, like my bedroom.
Literally. So-
You walked in, the bed was right there, and you had to leave. The flat was terrible. I was living with like 4 people, and they were from all around the world, and they were just rude. I would like walk into the kitchen, they would slam the door in my face. And I was
What
like,
the
all
fuck?
right, nice meeting you.
Welcome to London.
No, that is like literally London for you. Like,
Literally, the only good thing about my room was I had like a door like that, like a window like that, and it would go out to like a terrace.
Oh,
wow.
And only I had access, so I would just sit out there and just like,
what the fuck did I do?
What am I doing here?
Was there any regret after you moved?
No. I mean, actually, one day there was like.
What actually brought you here though? No, sorry, go on. There was one day there was like
One day there was like I was sitting on the terrace and I was just like, this is shit.
Mm.
I don't love this.
No.
I have no friends. This was also, I hadn't started at the bar yet. I had a week off before I started, so I had no friends. Like, I didn't meet anyone. I was walking back and forth in Hyde Park, and I was like, this is boring.
Yeah.
There's no beaches.
Yeah,
And I was
fuck's
just like,
the
what
beach?
am I
Everyone in my
meant to
house
do?
is rude and mean, and I'm
Literally.
fucking live in a box.
Literally, I was expecting, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get there, it's gonna be so, like, Instagram, like, Big Ben and everything, snowing, and I was like, my flatmate's gonna be awesome.
Oh,
and it was just like
no.
all total shit.
Oh, that's
Oh my
terrible.
God.
Yeah.
Did you cry?
I did one day.
I felt
I'm not a
crying
big
for you.
crier, like, I don't
Mm.
really cry, but yeah, this time I was just like,
Hit you.
I was just like, yeah.
God, being so far away from like
Yeah.
Australia,
Home
as well, it's
as
not like
well,
it's just like a 2-hour
terrible.
flight, is it?
Yeah.
That is awful. So then what did you do? You did the bar. You obviously got to the bar,
Yeah,
and then
so
it was a
I
bit
got to
better?
the bar, and I like clicked with everyone there straight away, which was great. And,
Oh, thank God.
the manager, she's Australian, like I said, and she didn't have any friends too, and she moved there like a year ago, and she had not many friends, so we kind of like bonded, and she liked skating and everything like that too. So
Oh my God.
Wow.
it hit off, and
Everything happens for a reason.
exactly,
That's actually perfect.
Exactly, and I made.
Are you still
some
friends
great
with her
friends. I am. She lives in Brighton.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
No way.
Mental.
Yeah.
That's like perfect.
So
Yeah.
crazy.
That is
Right.
crazy. So then what did you do after the bar?
After the bar, I got a job at Ralph
Yeah.
Lauren.
Oh wow, like in
Ralph
store.
Lauren. No.
No, I worked in logistics and operations. Random.
How did you even get that?
How the fuck did you learn that? That's like.
So I applied. I was like, okay, I want to leave the bar now. Like, I've had
Mhm.
enough of finishing at 5 a.m.
Oof.
bike riding home at
Yeah.
5 a.m.
Oof.
and it's like my hands are getting frostbite, and I was
Mm.
running from South London to like North London.
Oh
and
my
stuff like
God.
that.
How long did you work at the bar, sorry?
It was like 7 months, 6 months.
Oh, well done. That's quite long.
Oh, thanks.
I thought you were going to say like weeks then,
Oh,
or
held
that
days
down,
even.
girl.
Yeah, you held that down.
And then yeah, I just was like, I need to find a job before I quit this job. So I applied for. I was just like looking at random jobs, and I was like, I don't really know what I want to do.
Mm.
And then this job came up. It was like fashion industry, like PA, and I was just like, okay, yeah. whatever.
PA jobs are amazing.
Mm.
Yeah.
So I applied for it. I went to the job. Since I was little, I always like grew up wearing Ralph because my parents love Ralph.
Mm-hmm.
So I happened to be wearing a Ralph blazer on my interview. And then when I got there, he's like, "Oh, that's Ralph Lauren." And I was like, "Yeah, I love Ralph. Like I've worn it my whole life." Blah blah blah. And then he's like, "Actually, today this was a trial shift. Today we're gonna pick up one of the guys on the Ralph team." So this was not for Ralph. This was just like another company that
Stop it. Go on.
they just supply the sewing machines and shit like that.
Oh, right.
And so I was like, oh, that's cool. So we picked him up from the airport from a trip that he was on and dropped him home.
Sorry. So this is a
Sorry,
job.
that was a bad
No. So you were like just doing like a fashion PA job that had
Yeah.
nothing to do with Ralph.
Wait, so you
Well,
got the PA job, or was this the
No, so
interview?
this was a trial. So a day
For the PA.
trial.
Right.
And this company supplied like the sewing machines to
Mhm.
make the uniforms for like
Ralph.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then so on the trial we went to go pick up this guy that was on the logistics operations. He was the operations guy, whatever. And then I was like, cool, well, good day to be wearing Ralph.
Oh my God.
And then we picked him up, and the guy that worked for the sewing machine company was like, oh, like, Zara loves Ralph. He was pretty much bigging me up to this guy to get me the job for that guy, even though he wanted me for this job. So
What a G.
I know. I was like,
Love
awesome,
him.
thank you so much. And then the Ralph guy was just chatting, had little like interview questions like that in the car. And then he's like, oh, send me your CV and we'll chat from there. And then I had 2 interviews with him and I got the job.
Oh my God.
That is crazy.
The way it all panned out was
So
actually...
then, going into this job, let's tell everyone what you did, because I feel like it's really quite cool what you did.
Yeah. So I started off like traveling around Europe, doing the logistics, opening stores, closing stores for Ralph, planning Wimbledon, the Olympics. We did all their uniforms, so we had
Oh
to
my God.
Yeah.
That's so.
No, so you had to
cool.
like, for example, the Wimbledon. You had to like go to Wimbledon and measure up all like the linesmen,
Yeah.
the like umpire, anyone that's part of Wimbledon. She has to measure them up because they have to be wearing Ralph. Because Ralph was like sponsoring Wimbledon, I guess.
Yeah. So that was actually really fun. I got to plan that whole thing. Like, got the schedule out, who's coming, accreditation to get people onto the grounds and stuff like that. And then when it actually came to the operation side, like, you got to be at the grounds, you got to see all these people, tailor them and everything.
Oh my God,
give
wow.
them their uniforms.
Like, if you watch Wimbledon, because I actually, when you did that, I watch Wimbledon every year, but it was like fun watching that.
This time I watched the outfits.
Yeah, this time I was looking at the outfits, seeing if they were measured up correctly.
No, Zara didn't do that one.
Zara wasting a little bit on that
look
one.
at the Andy Murray one, you know, the one in the middle. No, but honestly, like all the ball boys and girls, and like all the lines, men and women,
Whatever they're called.
they all wear like, and also because Wimbledon have special colours, so they have like the green and the purple special colours. So Ralph designed all things within that, and I remember you bringing like the socks home.
Yeah.
They're like Ralph Wimbledon socks. I'm sorry, you know what I'm saying.
No, I got a couple of things from Wimbledon, which was really nice.
And cool. A little bit memorabilia.
Yeah. Got some shoes that say Wimbledon on them.
Oh, that's so fun.
It's cool. Haven't had the guts to wear them because I just like the look of them.
Yeah, just keep them as like a more of as like a memory.
Yeah.
And like with the Olympics, was that in Paris?
That was in Paris. So we travelled there a few times to plan that. We went to the grounds for the Team USA because Ralph is just for USA.
Mm-hmm.
So
and it was cool seeing like the whole where they're gonna train and like all the trophies. There was like a giant sign like Team USA countdown to the games. And
that is so cool.
It was awesome.
So who when you say do you measure up all the athletes of the USA?
Yeah, I mean.
So you met them all?
No, I didn't do that bit because I didn't get the job after that.
Oh.
You didn't get the job?
No, so like I got made redundant because Ralph was making budget cuts.
Oh shit, that's so annoying. Well, I was just about to say that it's really cool that you like ended up like in the sports world of it.
Yeah.
With your background in sport, like because it could have just been like any person like like that had no interest. So it's so cool that you get to like see all that and like be in that side of things as well. That's
and
so
it was
sick.
cool because I have a few friends. Obviously, being in LA, I have a few friends that skated that were in the Olympics for Team USA.
Oh my
God! I saw them in the uniforms that I like plans and everything. I was like, oh, that's so sick! Like I worked with that.
Oh, that's adorable.
Days.
That is so cool. That is so cool because I actually, with the Olympics, sometimes I watch the Olympics, sometimes I don't. But I actually watch quite a lot of the US. Sorry, GB. But I watch quite a lot of the USA ones because I feel like Instagram and everything definitely helps promote a lot of things.
Oh
and
yeah,
it
when
did
you
just
see
bump
something,
a lot of like. Did you guys see the cute couple that
the
long
runners?
jump? No, one's long jump. One's
a runner, isn't it?
Yeah, he's a Paralympian runner, and then she does long jump.
They were so cute.
What happened?
I love them.
So he is a Paralympian, and she is an Olympic. Well, yeah, she did the Olympics, and she does long jump. And oh my god, what are their names? Because I actually know their names. Like I ended up watching some of their YouTube videos because I like fully fell in love with them. But how they met was basically at like different trial kind of things. They that's how they met, like training on camps. Loads of different like training things, and like competitions and stuff. But yeah, so the really really cute video is when she does the long jump, and then she actually ends up like getting gold medal, and she's like, and he's like, "You've done it, baby!" So cute. And she like runs up to him and jumps in his arms, and he's like, "You're an Olympian!" And I feel like it's just so cute because obviously he gets it. He like they train a lot together. He like obviously gets it because he's a Paralympian, so he just knows as much as she's done. And it honestly, every time I watch the video,
well, they did it to each other as well.
Yeah, because then then he then does the Paralympics. Oh. And then she's in the crowd, and then he wins, and he runs over to her, and she's like, "Yeah!"
Oh, that's really cute.
I need to show you the video because you will cry. Honestly, every time I watch it, I cry. Like it's literally just, and like I think his reaction to her winning was just absolutely adorable. The way he's like, "Baby, you're an Olympian!"
Oh god, look,
you're gonna cry. I cry a lot. Anyway, yeah, so cute. Anyway, that was so relevant, but. That would have been cool if you'd met them because I think they're really cool. Anyway, sorry about that.
It's alright.
But that is really cool. That is quite a way of like when like looking on the outside picture of like how you've come to England, literally had no idea.
Yeah,
what
I'm
you were
literally
gonna
like
do.
kind of like gobsmacked.
Yeah. And then you like somehow like the fate in that and like how everything happens for a reason and everything like that is actually
and just like do it. You like literally did it like by yourself. Like normally when people move to places, like they'll have some sort of like support system behind them, like whether it's friends or parents or like you have like family over there or whatever. Like you literally did all of it yourself, and you got
It's
like
crazy.
these jobs from just you talking to people and shit. Like it's so cool.
No, for real.
Yeah. I think that's like a big thing in my life. I like being independent, being by myself.
Where do you think that comes from?
I don't know, to be honest. I think I've just always been like that since I was a child.
Yeah, just like wired,
just like doing my own thing.
Do you think you just get like adrenaline from like?
Maybe.
It must be quite like.
I mean, yeah.
Because now you're just moving to LA, and like you said,
I think there's a feeling like when I'm here, like when I first moved here, and I was just like, I don't have to do anything anyone says anymore. Like I don't have my parents saying do this. Not like they do that, but I mean, it's like I just can do whatever I want, and it was just like relaxing. I mean, obviously it can be lonely sometimes, but I mean, I can make friends pretty easily. Yeah. And it was just like peaceful.
You're like the type of person that like likes to write your own story. I feel like rather than just like going by like textbook, like you need to do this and then this and then this and then this.
I'm not a follower. I'm a
leader. Period. I love that.
Sorry, do you want to tell everyone how old you are as well?
I'm 22.
You're 22 now?
Yeah.
I thought you were like our age.
No, sir.
No.
Fucking hell. Wait, so how old were you, sorry, when you moved to London?
I was 21. 21. Come on, do something.
Yeah. That's so funny because I said like so.
Actually, no, I was 20. So
you were 20.
Yeah,
that is crazy, isn't it?
Like my 21st.
So funny. I was saying to my mum today because we have a friend Kaya who is 22 and she is like one of the most like ambitious people I've ever met. Like she has such high expectations for herself. She's always striving to like be better and like get herself like in uncomfortable situations to grow and stuff. And I literally said to my mum, like, I've never met like a 22-year-old like Kaya, but now like after talking to you, I'm like, I think I've met a 22-year-old like Kaya. Like you just like have got such a mature brain on you almost, like to want to do this stuff and like actually be able to do it is like
and just like
crazy.
fully like as a 20-year-old just to push yourself out of your limits like that and just like
most 20-year-olds
not
like,
even know what's going on and like just do it and get on with it and like literally like just shows that if you do that, look, the fact that you just landed that Ralph job is crazy.
I think the big part of it was traveling when I was younger. Like I moved a lot,
around
LA, back from LA and everything. Going to different schools, making friends. Like I grew up doing that, so like I'm used to it. You've already like you know how to do that. So like moving to another country was like, oh, I've already done this before. Yeah, so true. For some people, that is like the scariest thing. They can't even like comprehend it. When I told all my friends in Australia, they're like, oh my god, you're doing it by yourself. That's like amazing. It's just like, oh, why don't you try? It's just like I need someone. Like I need something. It's just like But a lot of them also want to stay there because they're just like, oh, this is the best place. But have you seen anywhere else? No, true. So you have to like experience stuff to know what you actually want. That's crazy.
Anyway, so now you started your own brand.
I have.
Oh,
go follow it.
There's follows in.
So it's called Willow by Zara.
It is, yes.
And what made you start that?
Ralph, really. I wanted to get my redemption.
Yeah.
Redemption coming your way.
Oh my god, I love that. Like,
it's hilarious.
Yeah.
So,
I was when I left Ralph, I was just like, I think I could just do all this myself.
Right.
Just like as I do.
Sick. That's so fucking cool.
Because I was doing the logistics and operations. That's also I learned a lot of things behind the business. And I was just like, okay, so that's what I need to do for my business, blah blah blah. And then I was just like, I love loungewear, I love being comfy and stuff. And I was just like, why don't I just try this myself?
Yeah.
And then I did.
Oh my god, I love it. Yeah, because you actually never know unless you try.
Exactly.
Same with us with the podcast. Like we were like, why don't we just
do it?
It? Why don't we just try it? Like, what is the worst that can actually happen? Like, oh, that's so fun. And how long has that been going now?
A month in like 3 days.
Oh wow, it's really new.
It is very new. So everyone go follow. We'll do a little
Willow by Zara.
Willow by Zara.
That's cute.
So you sell. So on there you have like you just released a new t-shirt.
I did. It's called the Skater Tee.
The skater tee.
Oh, I love that.
I love that.
So all you skaters or just wanting a loungewear shirt, go buy that.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
and
so
you've
gonna
got
buy
some
one.
cool shorts.
I've got some shorts. I've got a tank top. I've got a t-shirt, like a shirt you guys call here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like the I was actually going to tell you this before, but I feel like because it's like a boxer short kind of like vibe, which is like really in at the moment.
Yeah.
She has like blue and white stripy ones and pink and white stripy ones.
Cute.
And I feel like you should maybe like try and send them off to like influencers.
That's what I'm.
Because I feel like someone like Saffron Barker, who is from Brighton, I feel like she like when I watch her videos, sometimes she kind of like goes for things like that, and I feel like she would really like them. And she's obviously got quite a few. She's got like millions of followers, and if you were to like send them to her, she would then like put them on her story. And
that's what I'm
like,
trying
a lot
to
of
find
people
out
could
who
like
to give them to, and who would actually like respond if I was like, "What's your address?"
Yeah. It's a risk, but you seem quite a risky gal.
I will risk it.
Take risks
so
and
I
prosper.
feel like
You got to grow the business somehow.
Mhm.
That's
You gotta take those
sacrifice.
risks.
Is there like a big like skateboarding community here? Like,
probably
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
there's like we've got that whole new skate.
I know. I
thing.
went there yesterday or the day before yesterday.
oh my god, I've just
How was
realised my cousin is a skateboard teacher.
Oh my god.
What's his name or her name?
His name's Jack Francis. He does like he wrote a book actually called How to Train Your Skateboard, and it's like on Amazon and
God,
stuff.
wow.
I can't believe I've only just like
yeah, that's
clocked
a
that.
bit of a blur.
It's because he said the new like skate. What is it? Is that the lagoon?
Yeah,
Yeah.
The new like skate park, like and the ramps and stuff. And I just remember that he was posting about it, and I was like, oh my god, wait, my cousin. It's so funny. But I was thinking you like could also find people like in that community
yeah.
because I feel like even when you made friends at the bar, it's because like you like related to them.
Yeah.
So it'd be good to like find people.
I
that
did find
relate.
that in London, but then someone brought me here.
So you moved down? Have you moved down here? Like, do you
yeah,
technically
I've been
live
here
in?
for 2 months, 3 months, 2 months
In Brighton.
Yeah.
Oh my
Right.
gosh!
Mhm.
Because of him.
Because that guy behind the camera.
Because of
She
Louis.
fucking scouted me out like a fucking line in the woods. She had a hinge set. She was in Sydney, had a hinge set to Brighton when she lived in London.
Because I like my Brighton boys.
Oh, really?
Excuse me. What
Yeah.
Really?
Wait, guys, I want to like
Wow.
know how you met. And
Wait,
stuff.
no, wait. How did you
No, that was not. I don't.
Did you actually set
Don't
for
know
London or
No,
There's
it
no
was
other-
set for
there was
Brighton.
one
I was
other
in.
plan.
So I was in Australia.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I was single, and my best friend was like, "Oh, let's put you on Hinge. I want to swipe because she's single. I mean, she's dating someone, and she, it's fun to swipe.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Bella loves to like.
Yeah.
I always go on
Yeah.
Lucy. Well, I
It's
don't go on
fun.
Lucy's, but I always watch Lucy do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
It's
like
like-
fun.
it's
to
fun
see.
to see
It's
who's
like
on it.
judgy. It's like nah.
Yeah, like it's fun to see who's on it. Me and my sister were on Lucy's the other
Oh,
day.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't.
We were all just looking at Lucy's screen. We're going, no, yeah, it's just fun.
think
It
I know
is
him.
fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then she was swiping, and then I was like, let's set it for Brighton, and she's like, cool, and she was swiping.
Brighton? Why Brighton? That's so random. Like, why not London?
Because
Bear in mind
I
you've
wanted
never-
to move to Brighton eventually.
How did you know about Brighton though?
My ex lived?
Oh,
Didn't
right.
live here, but like was yeah.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
What, from Australia?
No,
Oh.
I mean it was not a boyfriend for a long period of time. He was kind of just a
Someone you were
hey,
seeing.
yeah.
Mm.
But
So was that in
his-
Australia or London?
That was in London. I met him at
okay.
the bar.
Oh,
His
okay.
family lived here.
That's so
Oh.
random.
I feel like Brighton good for you also because it's like near the beach. Feels a little bit more
That's
homely.
why I liked
Not
it.
really.
When
Yeah.
I first came here, I was just like,
Kind of
it,
same
feels,
beach.
Yeah.
it feels homier because I feel at home when I see like an ocean. Does
Yeah,
that
yeah,
sense?
yeah.
Brighton's a nice place as well.
Yeah.
Like it's nice
Mm.
compared to like
And
a
it's
lot of
less
places.
busy. I feel like London was too much for me.
Yeah,
Oh,
London is a
London
lot.
is like so like overstimulating, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
kind of mental.
Well, Zara, thank you so much for
Thank
coming.
you
Yeah,
for
thank
having
you
me,
for coming.
guys.
Did you enjoy
on.
being on the pod?
I did. I'm sorry, it was a bit boring.
No.
No, my gosh, I think
My life
okay.
story is not exciting.
Hey,
That's where I'm at.
it's 'cause it's
Literally, you
your
know,
life.
most people like
It's 'cause it's
grow
your
up in a
life.
small town, go to school, go
Yeah.
to college, get a job, settle down, have a family. That's it.
Yeah.
Like your
Yeah.
story is like all over the
Crazy.
fucking place, like in the best way possible.
Yeah.
Like I think you need to like maybe you don't realize it because it's just always what you've been
That's
used
your
to.
life.
Yeah.
But like I really,
But
really
he
see
lives
it.
like the same life, so it's just kind of like, why is my like?
What do you
Mm.
mean? Every
We both did the same
it
thing.
was
We
so
moved from our
it was so
country to LA.
entertaining. It was
Oh,
so
yeah, true,
entertaining
actually, that's
listening to you
similar.
talk about it all.
Yeah,
It's so
but
entertaining.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I was finding out stuff I didn't even know.
I love
So
that.
me probably talking over the thing is probably not what you guys want.
No, it's
That's
alright.
alright. It's still good. It's still good.
But yeah, thank you so
Thank
much
you,
for coming on the pod. We hope you had fun.
I
doing
did.
it.
Thank you for
Love
having
I
me.
feel
it.
like you came right out of your shell throughout the episode. Do you find that
I
happens?
I found
Yeah.
that it was more the giant fucking light in my face.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so
Whoa,
bright,
this
isn't
is
it?
bigger than the lights on set.
Yes. I'm shaking right now.
Like, wow, where did you get this from? Amazon Plus.
Literally. Oh, you smashed it. Well
Yeah,
done.
you did so well. It's
Make
really
sure
fun
you
listening
guys
to
go
you.
follow Zara and her new brand.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Willow by
Give it
Zara.
some support.
Yeah,
Yes,
100%.
please do.
And if you like the episode, guys, comment, like, subscribe, you know the drill, etc., etc.
You do.
Peace.
Peace and love.